Christmas for me to climb the ladder of success right here.
I look like you were working a little bit. You look tired.
I need another angle of this anyway.
Wow. Okay, that's great. Oh. You should see Colin's face. That's it.
Oh.
Which one? He just posted one.
Oh, no.
Sam just took an opportunity. He had a kids policy. That's all he was going to write. I told him to talk to her about her final expenses. He writes a policy. Just a conversation. It's amazing what happens. What are these guys doing? Go take the camera in there and tell them it's time to eat.
Exposed.
Guy today who was really hard for me to sit with, and his wife was kind of, he was talkative, she wasn't. Anyways, I got in, we talked to his garage for like 30 minutes, got to go in his sunroom that he built, talked about all that. We got to go, started talking about the machine gun shoot down at Knob Creek. Anyways, before I left, he said, I got something for you, give me 300 rounds of AR ammo. Dude, I know, he gave me 200 rounds of 5.56 and 100 rounds of 223, brand new in box, the good stuff. He said, I don't buy this cheap stuff. Dude, he has...
It's more than that. That's worth a lot more than that.
Yeah.
Dude, I sold a policy today, Colin, appreciate this, to Tom Riddle. You know who Tom Riddle is?
Yeah, he who shall not be named, I'm sorry.
That's right.
We do not speak his name. Voldemort.
Yeah.
Oh.
How'd you do today? Did you do any action? Did you blow it up? Did you make it happen?
No, I sat with a 77-year-old woman who is just off cancer treatment. She said, I run my own business and I have 2,000 clients. 77. I was like, what do you do? And she's like, I'm an accountant. I showed her, it's Gerber. I'm like, and you have to wait 2 years on this, you know?
Yeah.
So she just, it wasn't going to be a good fit.
So you filled out the app?
I did not. No, I did not. I folded on that one. My cards were against me on that one.
Yeah, so I had one house was like 477 and the other was 475, and they were right next to each other, and I just parked right in between. Statistical anomaly, I think. It's crazy. Sold them both.
They had no chance, did they?
Get me happy then.
Am I happy right now, Ryan?
Very happy.
Very.
The emotion I need right now is coffee. That's the emotion I need.
So what time are you guys hitting the road?
Probably after I finish this coffee. We have, I'm an hour and a half south.
Oh, wow. I'm an hour away, so.
Are you?
Yeah.
What's it for you to know how to qualify for this life insurance benefit available to you? This benefit will pay for 70%, nay, 100% of all funeral expenses up to $35,000.
That's a big funeral.
This is a big funeral.
All right, so just checking in. Came up to Indiana last night. We got about 8 or 10 guys working a 3-county region up here, and decided to jump in the car and come up and connect with them. Went out to Applebee's, had dinner late, got there about 10 after 10 when everybody got done their evening appointments. And we love you, Applebee's, because you're open late, but I do have a complaint. Applebee's, you need to step up and go to Real Wings. This boneless chicken wing stuff, we know boneless is just code for processed, frozen, breaded chicken nuggets. Had a great night with them, got up and had breakfast, debriefed with some of the guys, made some more phone calls, and now I've decided to grab a few leads that were left over in a couple counties on the way back to Louisville, and we're gonna go see if we can find some people that want some information, see if we can help them. Well, you're not happy.
I am happy.
Of course you're happy.
I'm happy.
Did we do a good thing for your family?
Yes.
What did we do for your family?
Got life insurance for my grandkids and myself.
And for you?
Yes.
Did we do a good job?
Yes.
Did you want to let me in when I first came?
No.
Well, what happened?
I didn't want to let you in because I was feeling sad, I told you.
Well,
the first thing, the most important thing, is that we have these tables arranged properly, because Roger's gonna roll in probably, let's see, the call's at 9, so 8:57, and he's gonna scramble and he's gonna say, oh my gosh, someone help me get these chairs fixed up. So I am just preparing for that storm from 8:57 to roughly 9:02, which is when we actually start the call.
Christmas Village in Santa Claus, Indiana. There's literally a town called Santa Claus, Indiana.
Yes.
The first time I went there, I couldn't believe how clean this park was.
It's really clean.
My first experience
Kentucky Kingdom.
was Kentucky Kingdom here in Louisville, which was a Six Flags. You knew where I was going with that, didn't you?
Yeah.
It was a Six Flags resort here in Louisville, and
The great thing about Kentucky Kingdom is you can get free drinks, free sunscreen, and Hep C.
No.
Those are the three.
So Mike, tell us about what you're doing and
Sure.
what event you got going on and how we can participate to help.
Yeah, absolutely. We actually have an event next week. So I thought you were saying it first. We have an event next week in Ghana, in Accra, Ghana. We're launching a conference there to train pastors, and so this event in June helps fund that and the rest of the work that we do throughout the year. The
So
summer.
hold on, let's back up a minute. You just said you're going where next week?
Accra, Ghana.
Accra?
Yeah, Accra.
Can you spell that?
ACCRA.
You're not taking leads.
I'm not.
No, he's
well,
got
unless we
leads.
have leads in Ghana.
No,
It's in West Africa.
West Africa.
Yeah, so it's right next door to Côte d'Ivoire, Ivory Coast. So I run a nonprofit called CM Connect. It stands for Children's Ministry Connect, and it started as a social network in 2008, and it grew into a missions organization. It's now a 501c3 nonprofit. And what we do is we exist to connect, serve, and advance under-resourced children's workers anywhere around the world. So we do trainings internationally, here domestically and internationally, and yeah, that's my main passion. And I got started doing this as a means of funding that. And
Yes.
that's been
Because running a nonprofit is sometimes not profitable.
it's not very profitable at all. Yeah.
Okay, so this week started on early Sunday. Got my leads printed. Got everything rolling that I need. My car was completely packed because I knew I was actually going to be pretty far away from home this week. So I hit the road early. Got in the car, hit some podcasts, hit some radio. It's all about getting my mindset right. This week was a pretty good week. It was very consistent. I wrote about 2 or 3 apps every single day, and I was home Wednesday night with about 5,000 in production. So that's what I try to shoot for every week. And I got my my tiny, small road warrior partner over there. Sam, flex for the camera. Yeah. And he had a monster week this week. His effort got out there just as early as I did, maybe a little bit earlier than me actually. And he put all his work in on Monday, even though he only wrote 1 app on Monday. He set scheduled appointments, and we're able to see and meet people and be face to face with them for later in the week. And ended up writing 4,400 just on Wednesday.
Gives them more time for the gym, right?
That's exactly right. So every day's arm day is what he says. But so now we are at the office making sure all our paperwork is submitted, ready to go. And that way we can get the policy sent out to the clients and we can get paid. And the week's over. The grind begins next week.